I'm Avi Gingold, and I'm with LegalShield. But today I want to do a fun game today. I would like you all to pretend that you are one of the major law firms in California. You've been in business since 1947. You have many, many attorneys in every area of the law. And how much do you think an attorney in such a law firm will charge per hour?
500.
500?
600.
Right? Some tax attorneys will even today close to $1,000 an hour. Mm-hmm. So I'd like you to pretend that we are now sitting in one of those meetings, right? And you are the major partners of the firm. You're all attorneys. Everyone specializes in different area of the law: business, real estate law, tax law, family law, and so on. And I would like you to tell me how much you would charge me for the following services. So let's say not $500 an hour. Let's go with $300 an hour. Is that reasonable? All right. Who here is good in math?
We have been counting.
I'm not a calculator, but I can figure it out. Michael is good in math. So I would like you, as I go through the services that I would like you to provide me, you tally, up the hours, and at the end you'll tell me how much would that be. Is that okay? So first of all, I would like you to pick up the phone within 4 rings when I call. And I can call you every day, Monday through Friday, during business hours, of course. I will not bother you after hours. All right? Now, I want you to pick up the phone not only when I call, but also when my wife calls, and also my children. I also want you that if I need, you will also make a phone call on my behalf. And maybe also write a letter, where on the letterhead of the letter, you'll have all the names of your attorneys. A prestige letter, right? How much would you charge me for that? Now, I don't tell you how many letters I would need per month, right? So I'd like you to figure out what would make sense to you. I'd like you also to have one of your major, attorneys review a document or a contract before I sign it. So whether it's me, my wife, or my son who just got his first job and they need to sign their contract, I would like you to review it before he signs it and let them know whether they should sign it or not. Now again, I'm not sure how many documents or contracts I would need you to review from me every month. Are you keeping tally? I also want you to prepare my will and my wife will, and it's also allow me to update it once a year, every year. If I get a traffic ticket, I'd like one of your traffic attorneys to help me out as well. Now, whether I have an issue in California or in Florida or in Texas, I want you to contract other attorneys or other law firms in all these states, and have them help me out as well. Now, how much would that come to? How much would you charge me per month for all these services? He's in shock.
Not applicable. You are not our client.
That's usually what I get, right? Right? Because an attorney or a law firm couldn't even think about how to calculate that, because many of the things that I said is unlimited. Now, would you agree for all this suite of services, if that was $1,000 a month, that would be a bargain?
That would be $5,000 minimum.
Right? But how many people can afford $1,000 a month? Not too many. How about if it was just $500 a month? Would that be a huge bargain, right? How many families or individuals can afford that? Now, let's say if it was $100 a month, would that be pretty affordable? Not for many. So I'll say that, Michael. I'll come by your office every day and I'll bring you a cup of coffee from Starbucks, and you could share it with all your attorneys here. and I'd like you to provide me all these services for the price of that cup of coffee. Would you do that? And that's exactly what's the cost for LegalShield services. So this is a great story to tell about creating value for the services that you sell. It's not about the cost. And the cost is really a cup of coffee a day, right? If it's for a family, it's maybe a 7-Eleven cup of coffee. If it's a business, it's maybe a $5 cup of coffee, right? But that's usually the services, how much they cost. So I hope you enjoyed the game, but now I would like to forward, and I printed out a flyer. And the reason that I did that is because we have now 3 new plans for individuals.
Thank you.
So you have a pen and you have a...
Thank you.
Oh, good.
And I'd like you to take a minute or so and check along. So you have a table with 3 different plans, and this is for you to keep. Don't bring it to me back. Keep it for yourself, but check. And you can go across the table, right? This is just an example how when I would meet with a family or individual, I'll help them decide which is the right plan for them. So I'd like you to just to browse through the 3 different columns and check the boxes. Doesn't matter on which side, right? If it's in the center, in the left side or right side, just check the box that fits your requirement the most. And at the end of the day, it will basically show you which plan, whether it's the left one, the middle one, or the right one, is the right for you.
Top bottom, not left. This is a plan, this is a plan, this is a plan?
Right, the plans go from top to bottom, right? 3 columns, but I'd like you to go and check, but everyone has different coverage.
Then you go horizontal.
ID Shield, business, legal, this goes like this.
They go side.
Yeah.
They go
Just check the boxes that fits your requirement.
Anything more?
So the family plan basically covers the member and the member's spouse or significant other domestic partner. It covers never married dependent children under the age of 26. If there is a child that is mentally or physically disabled, living at home depending on the member is covered for life. All this is part of our family plan. Now, this is the same family plan that we offer on retail. We also offer it as an employee benefit. And the major benefit for a business to offer it to their employees, they can never use it against the owner, of course, or the business. But the biggest benefit for a business to offer it, and it doesn't cost the business anything out of pocket. The employees pay for it through payroll deduction, but it helps the employees not bring their personal issues to work. Because if you own a business, you know that when employees have problems, they either don't show up to work because they are dealing with the problems, or if they show up to work, they are not focused and they are not productive, right? Maybe they are on the phone all day trying to deal with a traffic ticket. Maybe they're all day on the phone trying to help someone to help them with an eviction, right? Or bothered with a landlord or an HOA. So by making such a program available for your employees, you help them, but you help yourself. So with that, any questions?
Oh, yeah. So I noticed it says on one of these tenant lease assistance, what about the landlord assistance?
For the landlord, you need to have a business plan.
A business plan, okay.
Right? So if you're a landlord, then it's a business, right?
Right.
You have rental, then you would need a business plan.
Okay.
And for that,
Yeah.
so let's say if it's a family that, individuals that have a few rental properties,
Yeah.
you could take the family plan and add the home business supplement. And the home business supplement is good for consultants. It's good for people who have rental properties. right? Or maybe an artist, a musician. I have many musicians that actually have the home business supplement because they have issues with all kind of things, right? They sign a contract with someone, they don't pay them, they do a performance, they don't get paid. There are always issues, right? So the home business supplement is good for anyone that has a side business or a home business or a consultant. Any business that doesn't have employees, it could actually use the home business supplement.
So have a normal and then add on this legal plan add-ons which says
Correct.
business.
Exactly.
Home business.
Exactly. So the supplement that we have also is a gun owner's supplement. So if somebody owns firearms, they can add to the family plan the gun owner supplement. If somebody works for a company like Uber or Lyft, right? We have a special add-on for that because, believe it or not, they have a lot of problems, legal problems, right? You drive children, you drive people who are drunk. I mean, there could be all kind of issues for those who drive for this, and they can tell you horror stories about that. So that supplement is great for them as well. We have a trial defense supplement. That means that if you want to have protection if somebody sues you, we will also defend you in court. That's the trial defense supplement. So we have some very nice add-ons, and those are available for retail. They are available on my website, which is avigingold.com. And when we offer it as an employee benefit, then we create a special website for the employees where they have their group rates and it's part of their benefits package. My marketing efforts are mainly for small business owners and as an employee benefit. So any business owner that even if they have 2 employees, right, usually they cannot afford to offer benefits. So LegalShield and identity theft protection, which I didn't talk about today, could be a great way to offer something to your employees that doesn't really cost you anything, but can help make a difference in their life. With that, thank you so much, everyone today, and I'll turn it back to you, Wayne.